The heavy footsteps stopped, just outside the narrow alley where they hid. Elara held her breath, pressing herself flat against the cold, damp brick wall. The silence felt long and dangerous. Beside her, Kaelen waited, tense and ready, his knife held low. Elara could feel the map piece humming faintly through her tunic, like a nervous heartbeat against her skin. One of the hand soldiers looked into the alley. His hooded head turned slowly. The flickering gaslight from the street made shadows dance, making it hard to see clearly. For a terrifying second, his eyes seemed to stop on their hiding spot. Then, someone shouted from further down the main street, "See anything?" Nothing, dead end. The soldier spat on the ground and turned away. His heavy boots walked off into the night. Kaelen didn't relax until the footsteps faded completely, but the tension never fully left his eyes. He put his knife away smoothly. "Close. They won't give up that easily. We need to move now." He didn't offer Elara a hand. He just turned and disappeared deeper into the maze of alleys. Elara hurried to follow. Her earlier fear was replaced by a deep tiredness and 1,000 racing questions. She kept seeing Master Finian's body in her mind, feeling a fresh wave of sadness and guilt. This danger, this violence, it was happening because of her, because of the secret legacy her father had left her. Kaelen led her through a confusing tangle of passages that smelled like salt water, garbage, and old secrets. He moved with quiet confidence, like someone who knew these hidden paths very well. He avoided busy streets and stayed in the shadows. He climbed easily over a low wall and waited impatiently at the top while Elara struggled to climb up after him. They crossed shaky wooden bridges over dark canals and slipped through gates that seemed left open just for them. "Where are we going?" she finally asked, her voice a tired whisper when they stopped for a moment under a dark stone bridge. "Somewhere safer than the streets," Kaelen answered shortly, looking around. "Rhys isn't in the city. It's too dangerous for him here. We need to get out of Silverhaven first." "You work for Rhys?" she asked again. "My father's note mentioned him." Kaelen paused, looking away for a second. "I owe Rhys a debt," he said. "He asked me to watch out for you if you ever needed it. Looks like you need it now." He spoke briefly, not offering much information. "Watch out for me? Or for the map?" The question came out sharper than she meant it to, fueled by her fear and doubt. He looked her straight in the eye, his grey eyes hard. "Right now, it's the same thing. The hand wants the Cipher map piece. You have it. Keep moving." His practical answer was chilling, but it made sense. He was protecting her, yes, but she didn't know his real reasons. Still, he was the only help she had. He was the one Rhys, and maybe her father too, had trusted to keep her safe. They walked on in silence. Eventually they came out near the city's southern gate. Here the smell of the sea mixed with the smell of animals from the nearby market, which was closed for the night. Kaelen didn't go towards the main gate. Instead, he led her along the crumbling city wall to a place deep in shadow. Behind thick ivy, there was a low, arched opening, probably an old smuggler's tunnel. He took a small, carved wooden bird from his pouch and whispered a word to it. The bird glowed faintly and flew off into the darkness. "Calling our ride, we wait here." They huddled in the small, damp space behind the ivy. The silence felt heavy. All Elara could hear was the distant sound of waves hitting the harbor wall and her own heart beating fast. She held the map piece through her tunic, feeling its steady, low hum. It felt warm now, almost alive. Was it reacting to her fear, or to Kaelen being nearby? She glanced at him. His face showed no emotion as he looked towards the city, but she could sense he was very tired underneath his watchful guard. "The Great Gorge incident," she said softly, the words feeling bitter. "Was that connected to this? To my father?" Kaelen turned his head slowly. She couldn't read his expression. "Everything is connected when it comes to the Weaver's legacy, Elara. Mistakes cast long shadows." He didn't say more, leaving her with the scary thought that her past mistake might have been more than just a terrible accident. Before she could ask more, a low whistle came from the darkness outside the tunnel. Kaelen nodded once. "Our ride." He pushed the ivy aside. Beyond the wall were open fields leading towards moonlit hills. A small, strong wagon, pulled by 2 ponies, waited silently. A figure, wrapped in a cloak, held the reins. Their escape from Silverhaven was here, but Elara knew with a deep certainty that the real journey, the dangerous path shown by the Weaver's Cipher, was just beginning.